I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music or EMI or Sony ever in public. A few $100s to sign away my rights to ever tell the story of what I went through again. I offered some of the girls, hey, if you need $800-900, I'll give it to you. Don't sign this. This is just a way to get you to never be able to publicly speak about what we have experienced.
As we are all still in shock after the world's fastest settlement in lawsuit history, someone who worked closely with Diddy, Aubrey O'Day, had a few choice words to say about this settlement as well. But a lot of us are still wondering, and possibly speculating, could Aubrey O'Day be the next one up to drop a lawsuit? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you crush that follow button on my Facebook page if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Yeah, anyway, we got to jump into this story. Man, let me just say this, guys. We are all, I mean, at least I myself am still shocked, all right, about this whole situation with the settlement that Diddy had with Cassie. Now, if you've been sleeping under a rock or been living in a cage for the last couple days, Cassie, recording artist Cassie, came out with some serious allegations, bombshell allegations, shocking allegations against Diddy, claiming some very unthinkable things in this $30 million lawsuit, just like it feels like 5 seconds ago. Within those 5 seconds, Diddy ended up settling in this situation. Now, the world, like I said in the beginning, is still reacting to this information. And the room is split. Some people are pro Diddy, some people are pro Cassie. I leave that information and that decision up to you on what side you lean on. But other people have had some things to say about this situation. And of course, we're going to be getting into this article here in a little bit. But one of those people happens to be Aubrey O'Day. Now, if you don't know who Aubrey O'Day is, she's an actress, recording artist, performer. She was discovered on the show, the reality show that Diddy put together called Making the Band. He was looking to put together the ultimate girl group. And in this show, she came in, she auditioned, and through several weeks of this grueling audition process, she made the cut. He grew to like Aubrey O'Day quite a bit, okay? And of course, that's some of the rumors that are out here being said as well, that he really liked her, okay? But as the show goes on, he is able to piece together this super girl group of his imagination called Danity Kane. And in fact, they were pretty good. They actually had some hits back in the day. I mean, real talk, some real-ish, and they were getting the name Danity Kane out there. But then suddenly out of nowhere, because of image situations with Aubrey, and some inner group drama, I guess, the group disbanded. Now, you can even see it in some of the old footage where Diddy is basically firing Aubrey and D Woods on the show. And I feel, and a lot of us feel, that that was the start of the demise of Danity Kane. So Aubrey went off to go and do her own thing, all right? Now, let's flash forward several years later, all right? Aubrey's out here doing her thing, living her life. And in the past several months, she's been on interviews on other podcasts like Call Her Daddy and Only Stands, where she has basically spoke out about certain things. Now, one thing that's very interesting that I was even talking about in one of my lives, please go check out the one where I'm doing the whole legal breakdown, reading the actual lawsuit paperwork, okay? All the documents, and it's very insane, y'all. It's insane. But one of the questions I had is, she mentions in this Only Stands clip about them signing NDAs, all the artists having to sign an NDA, and in return, they would get their streaming royalties. But this in this NDA, these people are not allowed to say anything about Diddy's mom, or his son, which is very interesting as well. The parents, the mama and the son are involved in this NDA, but they can't say anything disparaging about Diddy or certain family members. Take a look at this.
When this benevolent man who's just now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent and also as writers, we're credited with publishing. So basically, we only get the amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming for the past couple years, it's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds, okay? And in order to get that, I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
So a lot of us, or at least myself, are wondering why an NDA suddenly? This is all before Cassie came out with this lawsuit. Was it because he knew that this issue was about to go down, that this lawsuit, that these documents were coming out? I'd like to think he knew. Let's keep it real. I think he knew some issue was about to come out, and he didn't want that more people to step out and speak. But I will say this, NDAs do not save you from someone speaking out if you committed crimes. Let's be real. If you're out here and you're standing there with the knife in your hand, and there's a body at your feet, all right, and you have a witness in here, you can't really go, hey, come on over here and sign this NDA. No. Doesn't cover you, doesn't save you from any of that. But I'm sure there's a lot of skeletons in Diddy's closet that he doesn't want out here from all of his possible disgruntled ex-artists that he's worked with in the past. And that could also be Aubrey O'Day. But she does say some very, very interesting things in her Call Her Daddy interview. She talks about how, I guess, Diddy wanted her to do some certain things that were not artistic, and she declined to do those things. And that is one of the reasons why they parted ways or broke up. I don't know. But take a look at this video here too.
Thing you could imagine why somebody would want to fire somebody.
Can you give us a little?
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
Now, pretty damning stuff, y'all. I mean, once you hear all this other stuff from Cassie, and of course, all the rumors that have been circulating out here for decades, then you hear Aubrey talk about the Call Her Daddy situation, the NDA thing, and then now you have Cassie's lawsuit coming out here. Man, there's some very interesting and damning things here, all right? But of course, after the settlement, right? Again, we're back to this article. She was criticizing the situation, basically saying cash rules everything around me. And that's true. Let's be real. That is very, very true. So let's take a look at this article. Again, I mean, could she be next? She has not signed that NDA. Mind you, she has not signed the NDA. She refuses to sign that NDA. And I guarantee you, she's got stories to tell, and she might tell it very, very soon. Let's take a look at this. So, of course, she criticizes the money-run justice system after Diddy-Cassie settlement. And I don't blame her for being mad. I don't blame her, okay? So Aubrey isn't down with the way the system worked in this particular lawsuit, okay? In this lawsuit settlement, all right? And she's letting everybody know about it. She even says it in here, in this post. She says money is greater than accountability every time. Welcome to another chapter of The System is Well in Place. Okay. And of course, she's showing in this Instagram post on Instagram story post that she put up saying about the settlement. Okay, after he was being accused of R and all that stuff. And let me say this too. I don't blame Cassie for wanting to take his money. All right. Let's be real. After 13 years of shoot, I would want to get my money too. Let's be real. Maybe she thinks that jail he'd be able to finesse his way out of jail. So the only way she felt vindicated, feels like she can get justice, is through his pocket. And I will say this, and I've said this in other shows before, but justice is in the eye of the beholder. We don't know what she really wants. Maybe she really just wanted finances. Maybe she really did want jail, but maybe she can't come after him like that. I don't know. Like I said, I would love to get somebody on to see if there is any possibility of him looking at some criminal charges. But again, the criminal charges part maybe could lie within Aubrey. That could be, or any other person that has crossed paths with Diddy in this type of way. Let's take a look at this and continue, of course. But in other words, O'Day is saying that the system didn't work because Diddy likely shelled out big bucks to put the suit to bed. Details of the settlement have not been disclosed. After Cassie filed the bombshell lawsuit, O'Day took to IG to give Diddy a shot, writing, "Been trying to tell y'all for years." Okay. The post also spoke to O'Day, who threw her complete support behind Cassie. All right. In the past, O'Day has given several interviews, which we've already talked about, because apparently he made some unwanted advances towards her and she didn't like that. All right. Which she always apparently would rebuff. And he was involved in shady business practices. And I mean, let's be real. I mean, it's Diddy that we're talking about. Are we really that surprised that he wasn't involved in some sort of shady dealings? I mean, again, I leave that question up to you guys. To me, come on. But regardless, with this situation, I know a lot of us are still waking up, still digesting the settlement. Still digesting the 35-page lawsuit that just recently got dropped. All right. And now has been settled. We're all still digesting all of this information. And some of us are angry. I know that Aubrey, Cassie, I'm sure they're not the only two victims out here. Cassie's the only one who's spoken out so far, but we've talked about this in another show. But I do feel like this is just the beginning of some serious allegations coming out from many other people. And it's not only going to be just women, it's going to be men too. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Again, I do feel like the storm is coming. I feel like this was just the first raindrop, and we got more coming from other people. And I'm telling you, it's going to be people that we have not heard from in years, y'all. In years, talking. Not just Aubrey, not just Cassie, but a whole lot of other people that were like, damn, where's he been? Or damn, where's she been for the past 10 years? Wow, he did that though. He really did that? Damn. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And of course, crush that follow button on my Facebook page. If you're watching on Facebook, it'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family on both platforms. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.